welcome back to another Mojo card challenge. So I'm on this card. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see, by Henry David Thoreau. And this is the fourth time I'm recording this because I did it 3 other times and didn't like my results. And so I just wanted to share that with you on my channel. Because oftentimes when we watch artists, we always seem to see their best work. And if you're a creator, you always know that you don't always produce the best stuff. So I thought I'd share with you my first 3 attempts, just to let you guys know that I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to keep trying. I love messing with paints. And like I said before, even though the results aren't always what I anticipated, I'm going to keep doing it. And I hope that inspires you guys to keep going. And that's how we learn, obviously. But it is hard to share things that aren't always our best work. So this was my first attempt. I love the colors here. I love the mark making, but you know, it just wasn't that great. And so then I attempted it again and thought I'd do and draw a window scene. But it was fun, and I'll probably try and draw this again. I kind of liked where it was going, but I don't feel like there's anything more. I guess I could have kept going with it, but you know, there's that one. And then the last one I did, I loved. It was going really good until I added a flower, and it was in ink, and then I went over it with Posca pen. But anyway, like if you have one of those viewfinders or a frame or something, I made a few. I mean, some of these are cute little bits you could probably cut up, you know. But anyway, that's where we're at, guys. So I am doing this again. And I'm going to use some of my Bombay inks. I love them a lot, and I do like my watercolors too. Watercolors always seem to be really light. So what I like about the inks is they can be pretty saturated. So I am just going to mix up some colors on my fine china. And there's this particular color that I really like to make. It's kind of this bluey greeny. People call it a green or a blue. I think it's kind of a greeny blue. I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those colors that I really like. So I'm going to do my best to see if we can make that happen here. And just see what kind of color we get. Actually, this wasn't the brush I wanted to start off with, but we'll go with it. So, I think this is more of an acrylic brush, but that's okay. Let's just get a watercolor brush. Let me find one of my firm favorites. If I can find it. Aha, here we go. It's kind of got squirrel hair. It just absorbs water way better. So let's try and make this color. And yes, I am adding white. Some of you who may be traditional artists may say, you're not supposed to add white. But then I'm like, how do you make pink? Obviously, you can water it down. Yes, I know. Anyway, let's try. I think I want a little yellow on here. How are you guys doing today? It's been really hot here in the hundreds, and I know it's been warm in the US, as particularly in some spots that don't really get this warm, but I am very thankful for air conditioning. So I am just going to put some color down here. This is like one of my favorite colors. Not too bad of a mix. And I'm going to add some salt to the color too, to give some kind of texture, because my thoughts were, when it says it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. So I thought I'd put some color down and maybe draw, not necessarily anything in particular because that didn't work out too well. I thought I would try the, what do they call that? Where you just draw lines. Oh, what is it called? can't think. Sorry, guys. But these are like my colors that I'm obsessed with, is this pinky red and yellow and this like teal-ish color combination is what I've been absolutely loving, these colors together. And we'll do some yellow, because, you know, yellow is a happy, bright color. I don't think I really ever used to like yellow. As I've gotten older, my preference for colors have changed. I know when I was younger and in my teens, I really liked black, but I was probably kind of an angsty teenager, as maybe we all were at some stage. So, but I kind of grew out of the black phase. I do like black in some things, of course, but I think we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna put some salt down and let it dry. So I have some fine sea salt. I guess I could have used table salt, but let's try this. Let us just try and kind of be particular where I put it. I don't know. Let's just see what happens here. And we don't want it everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and we'll be right back and see. I may add some more color on top of it. Okay, so doesn't this look cool? I think it looks like firecracker, or I don't know, like, you know, 4th of July fireworks, only in pastel colors and all. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub off the salt. I let it dry mostly. I went and had some lunch, and then I took my heat gun and dried the little bits where the salt is. So yep, it's pretty dry. I may go over, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it again with my heat gun. All right, so I think that's dry now. I mean, we could turn it and see if we see anything else. Kind of changes the perspective now. So now, for me, I kind of see peony flowers here and like some maybe lavender flowers. My brain always goes to flowers, so that's pretty cool. So one of my goals is to make my own digital papers for my junk journaling adventures. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of it first. In case this doesn't go very well, at least I'll have a picture and maybe I can play with it on the digital side. So, oh, hold on. That was video. I'm so used to doing video on my phone. Let's try this again. Okay. Now there's a shadow. All right, so what should I do? This is where things start to sometimes go wrong with me, but my thoughts were I wanted to darken this up a little bit, so that's why I brought out the watercolors, because with the inks, it's way easier to get, for me, a little too much color. So with the watercolor, at least, I have 3 things of water going on here. Okay. So let's see. Let's try this and maybe darken it and just see. I really hope I'm not going to regret this. Okay, let's just see if that... You can still see the white under there, so maybe I should have left it alone. Oh well, you know what I can do? This is all how we learn, right? I could probably pick it up a little bit again, right? So let's just do that. All is not lost at the moment. I'm sorry, my puppies are snoring. We went for our walkies early because it was so hot out. And they definitely can feel the heat. They're affected by it. They're Boston Terriers, so their noses are a little shorter. So they are prone to get overheated very easily. And let me just try. Maybe I'll just... Okay, let's add... This is a really nice blue. I'm gonna add some up here. Goodness. Oh my goodness, that's Riley, my loudest boy. Sorry about that, guys. Hope that doesn't bother you too much. Riley. 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 No, it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little more water here. I don't want it to go too far into the... So now my next question I'm thinking to myself is, do I draw around these? Like, that would be kind of cool. You know how some people will draw around what they see, kind of like, I forget what that is called. Not abstract, but it's like neurographic. Oh, that was the word I was looking for. Neurographic art. I kind of wanted to do that when I started this, but now I don't want to because I'm afraid to mess it up. Like, I like what I have going on here, and those just look like flowers. So I'm just going to take it slow. Try not to be too impulsive. Although when I paint, I try not to think about it too much, because then I get into this indecision. And that's usually when I don't like my art afterwards. Darn hairs. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, guys, so I decided to play around a little bit so you can see on this edge here and then this edge here. I thought I'd try it so that if I didn't like it, at least I could cut it down. But it's interesting. I'm gonna play around with the sides a little more. So this is what they would call, I think it's called neographic art, where you just add lines of kind of like shapes that you see. So I'm gonna play a little on this side here. That way I can at least cut it off if I don't like it. You know, play it safe. Try to zoom you in on this side. Whoops, sorry guys. Let's see here. I'll just work in this area you can see. And this is something that you can do. It really does relax your brain. And you're moving your pen. And you're just kind of, you don't have to think too much. You're just following along the little paint lines that you see, or shapes. So let me do up here per minute. Okay, so now you can do like circles in here if you wanted. So like this you could turn that into a circle. If you like circles, you could do squares. So you basically just outline this kind of highlighted color here. And now I'm filling it in with circles. Or whatever, you could do dots. You could do kind of like mark making. So like inside you could just do lines here. And then in between the circles here, you could fill it in. guys are probably wondering, yes, I'm so used to hearing them snore that it doesn't bother me. For some people that aren't used to it, be like, how do you do that? Yes, and all three of them sleep with me, so I'm pretty used to it now. So my husband works nights, so I get to sleep with all three of them by myself for the week, and then when Daddy comes home, or when he's home for the weekend, that's a different story. So you guys kind of get the idea here. And then you could go in, which I'm going to try with gold. So we probably should use a smaller brush, shouldn't we? Let me find it. Just grab. There we go. So then you could be really fancy. And color those in gold. So this is the just regular gold. Gold is it's not even a yellow gold, it's definitely gold. Let's try the other one. This one is that bluish gold. Let's see what that looks like. Probably it looks like more of a yellow gold to me. Yeah, it's got more. So there you go, you could do that. So you could kind of go through your painting. But my thoughts is it's such a light, delicate painting-ish so here's that. If you want to kind of, you can see the gold. Does that make sense? I feel like if I went on with this, since it's so light and delicate and then that's kind of harsh, I guess I could try a lighter colored, like a colored pencil. So anyway, I am gonna call this one. I think it's way better than my other ones that I attempted before. I definitely feel like I'm getting there. So you guys should try this. Just color whatever supplies you have. You know, don't expect, just have fun. And honestly, guys, if it doesn't work out, just crumple it up and throw it away. But I thought I'd save those for you and show you that, yes, lately my painting, abstract, watercolor, fooling around painting in the last 2 to 3 weeks have been massive fails. But I've learned a lot and I really enjoyed this. I'm just going to leave it for now and maybe, don't know what I'll do with it, but I may do this. I will definitely do this technique again for sure. So let's draw another card. Let me get my basket. Oops, sorry guys. Oops. So we are in the Creative Mojo Card Series, a collaboration by Saacibo. So I hope you're enjoying. If you guys ever have a chance to collaborate or do fun little challenges with your friends, it really is fun to do. I really encourage it, whether you have a YouTube channel or not. It just gets you doing things, you know, continually doing your art and trying new things. And it's not a competition, it's just like encouraging each other to create. So let's see. I know I cheated there. Let's pick this one. This one was calling my name. Okay. Every moment of your life is a second chance. Wow, you just picked the Joker card. You can now look through all the cards in this deck and choose one that you want. I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to pick one out and I'll be right back. I wonder which one I'm going to choose. Okay, I didn't go through them all, but I did pick this one because my new fun passion right now is junk journaling and I absolutely love it. And this one is recycling turns things into other things, which is like, sorry, magic. So junk journaling, yes, basically you just recycle everything you can get your hands on to make a journal. So I've been collecting probably stuff for the last couple of months, and I have lots of ideas. So I am super excited to do this one, and I can't wait for you to join me and see what I can create out of my recycling stuff. Woohoo! Thank you guys for, if you made it this far in the video, especially in this video series. I really appreciate it. I really hope this encourages you to keep going, even if you think your art stinks. Other people may love it. It just, like this card says, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And then oftentimes other people see things that you don't see. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week or day, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.